Hello, hello. This is Yuri with Moving Sales Professionals and Let's Talk Moving podcast. And with me today, I have John Wang with Carry Moving out of Cleveland, Ohio. How you doing today, John?
I'm good. Thank you for having me here.
Good, good, good. Thank you very much for joining me. So, John, how did you get into the moving industry?
I had a 9 to 5 job, and but 8 hours work for a day, but I can't get done like 3, 4 hours. Then I have the whole afternoon no work, and I just don't like sitting there doing nothing. So I had a pickup truck, so I just did some postings. Hey, I got a pickup truck. If you need to move furniture, let me know. And after a while, I get pretty busy. After that, I like driving trucks, going new places, and meet new people. Then I get really busy on that. Then I've said, hey, let's go for it.
So, not an office body, I take it. You prefer to be out and about moving, literally.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
And how long have you been doing it so far at this point?
I had, what do you call experience for 2.5, 3 years.
So, what are your plans for the next five? What are you thinking?
We have a certain goal on the revenue each year. Next 5 years, we just want to hit the goal. But we have a lot of smaller goals. We want to do that before we get there.
So, John, you're in that busy market that's around Cleveland. There's a few moving companies around there. What are you doing that's unique? What are you doing that's driving traffic to you?
I think the thing that makes us different is the culture. So when we hire somebody, uh, everybody work here. They know they're not only delivering boxes. They're not just moving furnitures. They are actually carrying the customers' memories, precious moment. So we are moving. We're delivering a feeling. Take the stress off their shoulder. The feeling that we are delivering. I think that's make us different than most of the company.
Yeah, because we're not, we're not just moving their physical belongings, we're moving their lives, whether it's going somewhere far where you're going out of state or whether you're moving within the same city. People are looking to move for a lot of different reasons. In some ways, maybe they're just looking for a new sense. They're for whatever reason, wherever they were living, maybe it gotten too expensive. Maybe somebody else was moving somewhere, maybe the building they were in got sold. Who knows? There could be a lot of different things. So it's whatever you're doing is you're basically the beginning chapter of the next portion of their life, however long that may be at that particular location. You want to make sure that they have a good feeling about that whole situation, and then that they're moving you along the way, and they're getting you to a specific time. And now for a word from our sponsors. If you're a moving business owner, you may have already heard of Moversville, an email marketing service that helps moving companies increase, repeat, and referral business. But have you heard of Moversville Connect? Moversville Connect is an incredible resource for all things moving. They feature an array of vendors and services that cater specifically to the moving industry. You can find companies that provide moving software, moving sales services, marketing services, moving equipment providers, and much, much more. Visit moversville.com today to learn more. So I think that that's extremely important. And then, yeah, company culture, it's definitely, I feel like it's an underrated thing sometimes, and I think it starts at the top. You want to make sure that the people that you're with, that they are sharing in your vision, that they are taking part of it. They realize how important every step of the way is to get you to a point that you want to get to, and hopefully they want to be part of the journey because ultimately that's what it is. Anything in life is a journey. Whether it's a specific business or something else, we're trying to get to a certain point, and dealing with people that are moving every single day, talking about their lives and making sure that we can deliver them a good experience to them, whether it's for us on the phone or for you physically on the day of the move, moving their stuff. It's something that's important. And if you are very good at providing what it is they're looking for, then your business is going to grow. And if you're not, it won't.
Exactly, exactly. And also, I think it's really important to doing the right thing from the beginning. I mean, no matter what size you are, I mean, we're not big moving company, but I want to doing the right thing from the beginning. I think that's the way it works.
Yeah, I think that that's extremely important. And that's something that a lot of people, when they're getting off the truck and moving from being a foreman for somebody else to being their own owner, it's something that some of them miss in the process. And unfortunately, the guys that do, probably don't hear about them doing moving for that much longer.
Yeah, yeah. I think from my perspective, they start their own company. Obviously, you want to make more money. I majority of the foreman, become a business owner. That's the idea. I mean, for me, I start to make more money by moving stuff than my 9 to 5 job. So that's one of the reason I started the business. But the perspective changed. It's not about you can't think about how much I'm gonna make. You gotta think about how you're gonna take care of your customer, how you're gonna take care of your workers, how you gonna that's how you're gonna grow your business. And then I mean I think the good thing will just come with it.
Does your company need more creative marketing and ad campaigns to improve traffic and organic leads? Well, Moving Sales Professionals has a solution for you. We have partnered with social media marketing agency that has over 300 million views on their ads and videos across social media, and they have generated over $35 million for their clients over the last 10 years alone. Their services include content creation, social media ads, pay-per-click campaigns, website and funnel development, Google Ads, email marketing campaigns, lead generation, and much, much more. For limited time only, they have discounted rates for their services. Sign up for a free consultation call with us via our Calendly link on our website or below this video.
And I've run into that often enough with prior clients or when I used to work directly for somebody, is that you can't think about the money that you make today. You gotta think more globally. You gotta think more down the road because the thing is this, if there's a situation, yeah, you may not make extra $100 on this specific job, but you may end up with a good review. You may end up with referrals, and you may end up making a lot more than that $100 that you didn't make that day that you could have charged the customer, but you chose not to, right? So it's like you gotta think of it on a more global scale because you're trying to grow your company, and what are we without those reviews? People providing their opinion how things went, reviews, is extremely important. People sharing with their friends, people sharing with their family. People always talk, if somebody's moving, that their friends are going to ask them how it went. That their family is going to ask them how that went. And, you can either have them say, oh, these guys were amazing. And that comment may get you three, four, five, who knows how many more customers down the road. Or they may say that you are horrible. And then not only are you not going to get this guy again, you're also not going to get any of his friends or any of his family either. So
Yeah,
is
yeah, and
is that
they
extra hundred
probably will.
dollars worth like making and being really hard on a customer on that specific moment? Is that $100 worth the thousands of dollars of business that you could lose down the road?
Yeah, exactly. And they can probably leave a bad review. And another thing people see is
Yeah, absolutely. So I think I think company culture is extremely important. I think overall message and overall goal is extremely important. You guys heard me do a show recently, once again, with one of my favorite people with Move for Hunger, because I think it's a great charity. And once again, anything that you guys do that may lead to you basically making this world a better place. I mean, let's be honest. People are suckers for that type of stuff. People love an idea of helping make this world a better place, especially if it doesn't cost them that much money, right? So like
right,
it's like if they can choose you because you're supporting a cause that they can stand by, that may help you get those extra customers. And of course, that's more money, but they can feel good about themselves. They can feel good about spending money on your moving company versus a company that doesn't have that type of affiliation. So those type of things are important. Those type of things help you create a better picture, a better reason, like what we call it in fundraising world, which is obviously where I came from prior to moving. We call it a case for giving. What's the reason that you should give me that extra money that you can give to somebody else? What's the reason that you should choose my moving company versus somebody else's? What is the case for giving? So anything like that, it's always a good thing. So it's great to see you do that. Now, John, are there any, like, obviously you haven't been in business for that far, so you're starting to get past your threes, which everybody in business always says it's that after, after year three, if you're still around and you are making profit, then you're doing well. So what is it that you would recommend to new companies that are entering the business today?
Well, the past 2 years, I got, you know, up and downs, and I have months in the winter that losing money for like 2 3 months, and I was in some some tight spots. I would say stick with it. That's the only thing that I would suggest. I just believe it will work. It'll pay out. You stick with it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think that you gotta just keep pushing and you gotta keep finding ways to make to attract people and showing them why they should choose you versus somebody else. I think that all that stuff is extremely important. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. And another thing is, I think focus is really important. That you need to be focused on your business, because I've been through a time that I was doing real estate investment, that a little bit, and then the moving, and none of them work well. Um, so I would say be focused, stick with it, and you'll get there.
And that's the word from John Wang and Carrie Moving. So once again, guys, we're going to put some links. So if you want to link up with John, you'll be able to check out his company in this podcast. Once again, guys, please like, please subscribe, please support what we're trying to do here by bringing you this information and being obviously an educational part of the podcast world as far as moving goes. Please support us because realistically, about 60% of you guys watching this are not our subscribers. Please subscribe. Please join us. Help us get those extra money dollars from YouTube. It's hard to get them, believe me, especially when you don't have John running around naked to try to draw attention of all the people that want to put likes on our podcast, right? So we're not that type of show here. So once
Yeah.
again, thank you very much for joining us. And like I always say, the world moves on its own, so let the professionals move yours for you. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll talk again soon.